You are either in a relationship and wondering if it's a twin flame connection or not, or maybe you are in the separation phase and wondering if this connection is a twin flame connection or not. And I'm going to put my insight to help you understand what is happening. I had 2 twin flame connections that the second one actually led to a Kundalini awakening, and I got connected to my past life as well. And I had multiple mysterious experiences. And in this video, I'm going to explain very quickly what is a twin flame connection scientifically and how you should see twin flame connections without getting too out of reality and become too obsessed and unhealthy in your behavior. Hi, my name is Rita Simon and I am a mindset coach. So when we talk about twin flames, we usually talk about this mystical reunion and there is only one for you. And I'm going to tell you that if you put your mind into this, I don't think it's healthy. I actually had 2 twin flame connections, and the first one was a preparation for the second one. And both started exactly the same way, but the second one actually helped me to connect to myself a lot deeper and led me to a Kundalini awakening. I'm going to leave a link below in the description box if you want to listen to my story where I go into detail. Here it's just a summary of what I have learned, because I have overcame my twin flame connection helped me to heal my childhood wounds, my childhood issues, and as I said, it led me to so many mystical experiences. And when we talk about them, there is a runner and there is a chaser. And many people say they mirror each other. And it's true, but many people misunderstand what this mirroring is, because they believe that, oh, because this person is so similar to me, we both love this type of movie, we both love yoga, or we are both into something. No, these are surface level things. What you are mirroring and what you are similar about is your insecurities, and it's going to be on the deep level, on the emotional level, that your childhood trauma is exactly the same or very similar, and you have created 2 opposite defense strategies, and that's why this duality. So the wound is the same, that's the sameness, but it's expressed, it's created 2 opposite type of person, and the other person represents the other version of you that is disintegrated from yourself. So it's in reality, it's your other self, but it's a disintegrated, disconnected. And when you go through a reunion, in reality, you are reunited, you are integrated, this part of yourself. So let me explain what this is. You have the runner, who is, when you go into attachment types, it's going to be an avoidant. It's going to be a more head type person who is rule-based and who is able to detach from the emotions a lot easier. It's going to be a more narcissistic type of person who had the same childhood trauma, that the emotions were neglected, and in defense, this person avoids and escapes, but wants it deep down to get intimate and get close. And on the other hand, we have the chaser, and the chaser is going to be a body type. So the chaser is more connected to that childhood trauma, that childhood wound, going to be more impulsive, more empathic, more codependent, and it's going to be the anxious-preoccupied attachment type. So when you look at these 2 like this, it's basically your mind and body integration. What is disintegrated? And these type of people, the codependents in childhood, they had the same trauma, that their emotions were neglected, but they came up with a different strategy for some reason, and they just go after what hurts them the most because they want that love. They crave that love, and they try to resolve that issue by the other person. Why this other person, the runner, is just like, I don't need you, I don't want you, you are hurtful, you are too much. And when you go through a relationship, I will be really honest that when you feel any type of emotion, there is going to be a reaction from your body. So you don't have to think if it's a twin flame or not, because that is going to make you overwhelmed, and I don't think it's healthy for you, because anytime your emotions are increasing, it means that there is an attraction down. So there is, because only opposites attract, because twin flame connection is so rare, and it's not something specific. In my opinion, it's how deep you can go in that trauma. But even to go that deep, you have to resolve and resolve and resolve. So other relationships are going to be very beneficial for you if they help you understand yourself more and you can go deeper. And I believe a twin flame connection is like what my experience was. I just go very quickly, is that I didn't even see the person, like the person was in a distance. We just got like a few feet away, and I felt this pull from inside me, this energetic click. It's like the aura synced. That's how I understood. I didn't even know about twin flames until I was in the second twin flame connection for nearly 3 years, and I didn't understand my own obsession. So I was in the chaser. But before that, and this will give you a bigger clue, I was actually the avoidant. I was the runner type for a very long time, and it took me time to go down. So I integrated these two parts, and that led me to a Kundalini awakening. And ever since, I always feel whole. That's what I felt, that this wholeness on my own. But it only happened when I overcame my own childhood wounds, my own childhood trauma, and I integrated the perception from the head with my own emotions. So I didn't stay reactive. But that took a lot of time, and I was able to separate myself from the other person. So I was able to see myself as not how he behaves is going to be who I am, or how much he loves me, who I am. I was able to see myself realistically without how the other person behaves, and I was also able to see the other person who he is in reality, and see everything in how much effort he made in order to do things instead of these are the things I want you to do and I expect. No, it was completely different. That do you achieve it or not? No, I could really deeply understand his insecurities and his problems, and I saw everything that, because he wasn't really talkative, still not a talkative person, that even just that amount of talking, how difficult that is for him. So I started to see the whole relationship in a very, very different way, and it was the deep down insecurities, weaknesses, and the effort the person put into things instead of what I had before, that these are my expectations, and if you don't reach my expectations, then I'm just not happy. And going back to this twin flame feeling is that I'm going to be really honest with you. You will know when it happens, because it's so different. It's such a, I can't explain, you have to feel it. It's like, what the hell is this? It really shakes you. But again, you don't have to, I think, obsess about it. Is it that? Is it not that? does that relationship change you? Does it bring up issues? So if you focus on every single relationship, that do I feel different with this person? Am I a different, does my personality change? Do I become different? And then you write down what difference it makes. How do you feel different? And also especially focus on your abusive behavior. What are the things that you really don't like about yourself, and also the things you like about yourself, and you will see a pattern what that is. Because these type of relationships, and any type of relationship that has differences in it, will help you bring up old childhood wounds. Because the attachment we have, it's actually the limbic system, it's also in the brain. The attachment system, these are the emotions. And when we feel loved, actually we also feel fear. So there is a lot of intensity going up. So it goes up from the body. The brain makes some computation, and I don't know what the brain does, but the brain is going to decide what you feel. And it sends an energy down, and this is going to be your feeling. And if the perception between the body and the brain you made, the connection as a child, is incorrect, which is really likely, we all make incorrect decisions because the brain is not fully developed yet. The brain is going to be fully developed around the age 25. And when you are a 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 5-year-old, you are in a subconscious state. You are in theta brainwaves. And you don't have the ability to see things rationally. So you are going to get hurt by things a lot easier. And all of those wounds are just there. And the wound is actually the brokenness, that I am hurt, and you are hurt because you don't see, you weren't able to see as a 3-year-old or a little kid reality realistically. And now as an adult, these wounds are coming up. So you are going to relive them. And now you have the fully functioning brain. So now you have to make a different connection, because the problem with the trauma, so the trauma is stored in the body. It's not stored in the brain. There is a very good book, The Body Keeps the Score. And the author says that we have to relive the trauma in order to override it. And that's the key here, that your nervous system knows what you need, and these are the relationships, not what you want, because we all want secure, healthy, easy relationships. Your nervous system is going to give you what you need, and what you need is healing. And in these abusive relationships, all of these old wounds come up from deep down, and you will see them now, so you can integrate it now. And if you change your perception from, again, obsessing about, is it this, is it that, and there is just this only one person for you, to, okay, I'm going to focus on my own healing. I'm going to see how I react in different situations with different people. And that's your main focus, and also accepting other people who they are instead of reacting. That is going to be a lot more beneficial for you compared to trying to find this one person. Because many times, and this is what I see in twin flame communities, that people imagine that this is this perfect person, this is this amazing person, and everything will be just fine. No. This person is perfect in a way, but in a very different way. And it doesn't mean, because that's how I've sensed that people believe that it's going to be this amazing relationship with no problems if they go through a lot of pain in the beginning. But in reality, when you go really, really deep down in yourself, you will see that everything is already perfect in a way that everything is in the right order and everything attracts exactly how it should be, because this is the only way to heal. Because when you are unaware and the other people around you are unaware as well, unfortunately there is no other way in your own awakening than getting hurt and getting crushed. So you are going to start asking questions and looking for answers, because that's when you start to awake.